Welcome to Macjon's Cooking Show. I'm in Macjon's kitchen in Westchester at Alibi's Cafe. And I'm inviting you all to come in to see me to eat. I want to cook for you that good old food I used to cook for you a block away. And now I'm here Tuesday through Saturday night in my own shop cooking. And as soon as the summer's over, we're going to be doing lunch for you also. A great concept, soup and salad bar, all you can eat. Okay, now, I got a couple of things I'm going to do today, and I want to get rolling really quick over here. I just went and I had, up at Tony's Market, had them grind me some fresh meat. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in the pan here, because I don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan. And what we're going to do with this ground beef, we're going to put it in, and we're going to let it keep cooking. Now you just watch that there. While that there is cooking, I'm just going to chop a little bit of pepper and a little bit of onion and pop it in the pan. Now, I have some red pepper here, the sweet pimento pepper. I'll chop this up just like this. Now, years ago, a buddy of mine, Mark McNally, was one of my chefs over at the restaurant. We used to make something called Sloppy Joe. Now, Sloppy Joe is a great, great sandwich. It's like a beanless chili, not spicy, but sweet. And you put it in a roll, and it's great stuff. And by the way, Mark, if you're watching the show, I miss you, Kumbari. I hope everything's going good for you all. And Dolly, baby, how are you? I want to say hi to Simon and Stuart and all my buddies in town. It's Chris and Mikey. And I want to thank Chip French for everything he's doing. It was really nice of him. And by the way, he's going to be opening up his other place at Paoli very soon, I heard. And you'll all get to find out about that. I'll be yelling about it to you. Now, we're going to mix this up over here. We're going to let this meat cook. Now, this meat's going to take a little while to cook. So what Uncle Bunky says is we can walk and chew gum at the same time, so to speak. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap pans, push this to the back burner, let it keep cooking, and we're going to get into something else. Remember last week I showed you how to blanch vegetables. Well, I'm going to show you again. For those of you that didn't catch it, I want you to see this. Now, you take cauliflower, you chop it up, we'll submerge it in the water here. I'll take a little bit of broccoli, okay? Put the rest over there, I don't need it all. We'll come in here, we'll cut that up, okay? Now what we're doing by blanching these is we're going to bring out the color, lock in the nutrition, folks, okay? Now a little bit of carrot, and we're going to do the carrot in the Chinese cut, so we have some diversity in texture. And then we're going to take mushrooms and we're going to quarter them. Okay? I'll put that there. Now, I use sesame oil when I'm cooking with the vegetables because it has more flavor, it's better for you, and it has essential oils that you need for your body. Okay? Now, these are blanched enough because the colors are there. What I do is you get your excess water out into the pan. Come on, you. There you are. Okay? Now you let them just simmer in there, nice. I hit it with my special blend. Just a little bit, it doesn't take much. Because vegetables have a flavor of their own and you don't want to mask them by over-seasoning. There's so many people, they over-season and you lose the essential. You lose the aesthetic of the vegetable itself or the fruit or the meat, and it becomes oregano or it becomes garlic. It doesn't become the product. So the thing to seasoning, which we do, is you just want to enhance the flavor. You don't want to ruin and destroy the flavor. Now, let me pop that to the side because you don't overcook your vegetables. You want them crisp, folks. You want them al dente. You want the fibers and you want the roughage. Now, I move this over and I give this a stir. We're making Sloppy Joe, folks. I want to cook this up real good, okay? Now, I'll pop the Sloppy Joe to the back. and I'm going to get another pan down. I was hungry for something so bad, folks, that I went up, drove all the way out to Toby Hill, one of our sponsors, and I saw Bob Kirk out there, and I said, Bob, I'm doing a show. I need some pork chops. I said, do you have a deuce laying around? He says, let me go out. He goes out, you know, Bobby's got the finest product out there, and you've all seen their product in their commercials. But anyway, I got two beautiful chops. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these chops and I'm going to press them into breadcrumb. Okay? I'm not going to put them in egg or anything. I'm going to just press them into the breadcrumb. Test your pan. It's not quite hot enough, so you put your chop to the side. I'll press the other one in the meantime. Your pan must be hot. Don't play around, because we want to go into a hot pan. Okay? Now, get this out of my way. Let me come over here while we're waiting for the pan to get hot. Give our Sloppy Joe a stir. Okay? Now, the pan's starting to pop a little bit, folks. We're going to take our pork chops, put them right in the pan, just like that. Okay? A little bit of Macjon's Special Blend. You'd think by now somebody had that on the market for me. Okay, now, let them cook. Okay, while they're cooking, I want to show you something, folks, that I don't do too often. Okay? I haven't used a microwave for you folks in a long time, and I want to show you something. You take potatoes, put a scoop of potato right there. Ice cold potato. Make yourself a little bit of a well over here, okay? We'll seal that up over there. Come over, grab a little bit of your pork gravy or chicken gravy or turkey gravy, whatever fits your fancy. Take a little scoop of sauerkraut, okay? Little scoop. Well, I like kraut. And since we're in Duchy country, let's eat some kraut. It's a good thing to do with cabbage, is to make kraut. I like that kraut stuff. I like it on my hot dogs. So does my papa. Now, look at these. Aren't they pretty? Now, if you wish, you take a little bit of clarified butter and put it in there. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mashed potato and the sauerkraut that's cold. It's cold, man. This is stuff that I had in the refrigerator. I'm going to come over to my microwave. I'm going to pop it in there for 1.5 minutes. Okay? Now, you got to picture this. I put these pork chops in here about maybe a minute ago. Okay? Fresh pork chop. Not a frozen pork chop, a fresh pork chop. And I'm going to swap pans here for a second because I want to work on this Sloppy Joe while we're waiting for them to go. Now that's looking good, okay? Now, I'm going to put a little bit of heat under my vegetable here. You're saying, what's he going to do with this vegetable? I'm going to use it to garnish my pork chop, obviously. Okay, now, Sloppy Joe. Cooked meat, ketchup, okay? You could use brown sugar, but today I chose to use honey, okay? Put some honey in there, a touch, just a little bit of touch for that back flavor of open pit. All right, just a little bit. Now, sugar. Okay. Mix it up. Now, if you have at home hamburger helper, you could use it. If not, I'm going to put in breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are going to absorb all the juices. Okay? It's going to help it get tighter. All right? Just mix it around in here real good. And what we have, folks, is simple sloppy Joe. Now, if you wish, you could throw some chopped pickle in with it. Okay, if you don't believe me, if you think I'm kidding, I got a big old dill pickles here. We're gonna do a little La Machine for you. Okay? Take these right in with it. You're saying breadcrumbs, pickles, peppers, honey. You're saying to yourself, yeah? Uncle Bunk knows what he's saying, trust me. This stuff is magnificent, man. This is soul food, man. This stuff is good for your person. Okay, now, flip my pork chops. Make sure they're cooked through and through, and they are. I'm going to kill my heats. Going to put my vegetable back there just to get a little heat in it. Come over to my pork chops with my plate of potatoes and sauerkraut. I'll tell you what. Justin Wilson, roll over Beethoven. A little piece of broccoli on either side. Tuck that in there. A little piece of cauliflowers. A couple pieces of carrot. Tucked in, nice and pretty around here. Some vegetables. Make the thing nice and colorful. But there you go. The first dish coming out of me today, pork chops, sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, and gravy, garnished with some fresh vegetable. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. Let's put that out of my way over here. Now, the Sloppy Joe. I run this on my menu as a sandwich here. Whoop, almost lost that. Run this on my menu here as a sandwich. I almost give it away on specialty nights. And this is what you'll be getting. If you come in to get this sandwich on my specialty nights, which is Tuesday night, I have the taco on Tuesday night. And then through the weekend, I usually run the Sloppy Joe for people because it's cheap for them and it's easy for me because it's scoop and serve. Now, come over with my pan. Right in there. Sloppy Joe. It's good stuff, folks. That's serious eating. Now, I want to show you something. Summertime's here. You're coming home from work. You're not really ambitious anymore. The heat's getting to you. You want something good, but you don't know what you want. What I've got here is a loaf of Italian bread that I got from Mario Berardi. And I keep telling you, Mario Berardi here in Westchester has got the finest bread around. Not too many people can top it. What I'm going to do is take this loaf of Italian bread. No, I'm not going to make the world's largest hoagie. I'm going to make for you something very simple, easy, wonderful, and the kids' mom will thank you for it. They like this a whole lot. Now, with a salad on the side or a piece of fruit, this is going to be a great meal. What I'm going to make, are you ready for this, folks? I'm going to make pizza bread. You made spaghetti the other day, you have sauce left over, you don't know what you're going to do with it. Here's what you're going to do with it. You're going to make it this simple, and I mean this simple. There's nothing to it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to make this one, right, Bob? That's right. That's Mr. Kirk's favorite expression, by the way, rocket scientist. Okay, now, a little bit more sauce. I want to say hi, Marison. I hope everything was beautiful with your wedding with your daughter and everybody was happy. Hope your video came out really well. Now, I take some cheese and I grind it up. I shave it right like this. Just. Now, I have a couple of kinds of cheese I'm going to try. Okay. Right now, I have some provolone that I'm slicing up here for you. Okay. Now, bang this over here. Get the excess off. I take this here like this. I sprinkle it around. My good buddy Keith Pinjack used to make this stuff all the time for a munchie. We used to eat this stuff years ago when we were down at the Valley Forge Tavern. We used to put it out at the bar for appetizers for the happy hour. Okay, now, a little bit of grated cheese. I'm going to give it just a pinch of oregano. Okay? And I'm going to take it and I'm going to pop it in my oven. Okay? Now, while that's in the oven, get a few tools out of my way. All right? And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. The pizza bread is going to come out of the oven and we're going to give it a slice of melon. And by the way, I hear that this year is going to be the finest year for melons. They've gotten plenty of water down south. Things are looking good. In fact, it just finished raining, okay? And my garden should be doing really well. Ask around. So anyway, here we are. We made sloppy joe, sauteed vegetables. We made mashed potatoes, sauerkraut, and pork chops with those sauteed vegetables on the side garnished. I showed you how to put potatoes that are cold, sauerkraut that's cold, gravy that's cold on a plate, heat it up, and then you take your fresh chop and you put it on the plate with it. It didn't take us very long to make that dish at all. In fact, within the 20 minutes that we were here today, minus my talking, okay, we pretty much made the whole menu that you saw before you. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is, I'm just killing time over here, waiting for my pizza bread to melt over here. It's doing good, but now I can push it, okay? I can push it just a little bit further. I'm going to put it up under the broiler part. Get the cheese to go all bubblies. Okay, everybody happy under there? It's happy under there. It's hot. Boy, you know it's summertime in a kitchen. I'm losing weight. I'm getting back my girlish figure. By the way, you all probably are wondering what's with the glasses. It's real. I'm becoming blind as a bat. So I'm going to start eating a lot of fruit and vegetables and good stuff and see if I can change it around a little bit. Sexy with these things, aren't I? Okay. Now, are you ready? Here we go. Nice loaf of pizza bread on there, folks. Okay. Let me get this up. Some fruit. And if you don't want fruit, you could do a salad. Now, you could take on this pizza bread, you could put on your meats, you could throw some mushrooms on it if you wish, okay? You know, you could garnish it up with mushrooms. You could take some scallion, put a couple of scallions on it, okay? Look, it's simple food. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to cook this food. All right? Now, I want to thank you very much for tuning into the Macjon Cooking Show. I want to thank everybody that came to the Macjon one-year anniversary dinner last Monday night at the Flowing Springs. I want to thank every one of my constituents that helped me with the show and kept it on the air. I love you all very much for it. We really learned a lot. And I want to say, I'll see you later.